Well, the despicable troll known as 45 is out there again with absolutely ridiculous assertions. So let me read this. He has posted this on his Lies Central channel, waiting for a jury decision on a false accusation where I, despite being a current political candidate and leading all others in both parties, am not allowed to speak or defend myself, even as hard-nosed reporters scream questions about this case at me. Okay, yeah, 100% total BS. Now, he was in Scotland and Ireland, and they asked him about the case, and I have to rush back. I'm going to confront that woman. Well, the judge gave him the time to actually do that, and he ran and hid like a little rat. Okay, so now he's going to claim I was not allowed to do anything. Well, what he means is not allowed means to be out there and just be absolutely heinous and disgusting and vilifying of her. That's what he means, okay? He had every opportunity to go in there and testify, but he ran and hid like a little girl, okay? So he says, I'm therefore not going to speak until after the trial, but will appeal the unconstitutional silencing of me as a candidate, no matter the outcome. Well, he was not a candidate running for office when this trial started. Okay, let's be clear about that. And he thinks just because he's going to be a candidate now to try to run away from all this stuff that it's going to insulate him. He's got another thing coming. Okay? It doesn't work that way. But he thinks, oh, if I'm a candidate, I should be able to get away with everything and nothing. Yeah, a manipulation of the system. Because I say now I'm a candidate, I should be able to manipulate this and make it magically go away, okay? Turn it into something else. Smoke and mirrors. And that's what magic is, what? Smoke and mirrors, lies, deception. So I should be able to manipulate it, put out lies, deception, dishonesty at every turn, because that's what I'm good at. Okay, so what does he think he's going to do? Does he really believe people are going to believe this shtick he's doing now? Well, his MAGA crowd will. You know, poor Donald, you know. But others see his cup is running over with abominations, okay? So the MAGA crowd will be taken in by this, that he's been silenced. No, they actually gave him extra time because he said, I want to come back and confront that woman. Well, his idea of confronting is not actually be in the courthouse. It's about the burden, so he can put out there his ongoing vilification and tirades of the Poor Me saga. It's so unfair. Nobody knows the burden I carry. I've done so much for America. Nobody's done what I'm more popular than Abe Lincoln. I've done more than Abe Lincoln. And they're tying me up mentally. How dare they silence me? Okay. No, he's mentally tied up and did not go, even though he had every opportunity to do so. Okay. So what does he think this is going to get him? Okay, more cash? Is that it? Is he going to get more cash out of this? Okay. Unbelievable. So what else is going on with this loser? Juggling stuff. Okay? Mentally, he's done. This is swords in my back. They're killing me here. Okay? So it's all about his mental drama. He's done wrong. He's got caught. Okay? That's it. New information is coming out. New messages are coming out. Okay? And he just mentally is in this thing of the poor me saga. Okay? And he wants to be argumentative. He wants to continue to get out there and try to fight. Okay? Because light is being shown on his hateful drama, and his dark deeds are coming to light. The things that are done in the dark are going to come to the light, and that time is coming now. So new things are coming down the pike, new information, new clarification when it comes to the things that are being offered. Okay? And this is a nightmare for him because he cannot control everything. You know, when he was president, so-called president, he controlled everybody around him. He wanted to try to control what got put out to the public, what got put out to the press, etc. And now he cannot control everything. He cannot control it. He is out in the cold when it comes to controlling. So good luck with that. Good luck with that. He is not able to control everything, and that's just driving him up a tree. Criticism. He wants to criticize. He wants to point fingers at her. Okay? Do we see this? He wants to point the finger at her. He wants to point the finger at the lawyers. He wants to point the finger at the judges. He wants to make everybody else wrong. Flirtation. When it comes to his bad deeds with women, okay? Because now it's coming out. He was all braggadocious before, okay? That I can get away with anything. And he's always said that. I could shoot somebody in the middle of the street and get away with it. I can grab the women. I can force myself on them, and I can get away with it. My flirtations, okay? My drama. And then he wants to point the finger at the women that he abuses, okay? Because of what? His egotism. Because of his ego. And now his little ego is stunted because these women are actually speaking up and speaking out as to what a horrible person he actually is. So he wants to cause speculation, okay? He wants to try to spin it, but it's not going to work, okay? What's coming? Yeah, he's on the defensive. He's pushed back to the edge. And I'd say, you know, when the women are coming out, the courts are coming out, it's not boding well for him, okay? It is not boding well for him at all when it comes to the courts. So he's going to try to put out this poor me saga. They're silencing me. Look at the direction it's going, okay? You know, they're done. They're done playing games with him. He wants to obstruct, okay? That's what he's about, obstruction, causing more difficulties. He's about controlling. He's about dominating. He's about being domineering, and that's what he's done. But you know what? There is the promise that people have a right, okay, to independence. They have a right to stand. They have a right to life, and they do not have to be manipulated by people like 45, okay? So he can be boo-hooing his mental realm all he wants in his delusion and his fantasy and his darkness that he continues to put out there to try to dirty things. Because what? He's being overturned. He's being hung up, okay? So he's going to put out his drama, his vilification, and try to make some sort of a long-term goal for himself. But that's coming to an end, okay? I hate to tell you, 45, but guess what? You're being able to overturn, to run your fantasy, to continue in this is what at an end. You're going down for the count. Yes, you've had, up to this point in your life, you've had no consequences, but guess what? Karma is at your door, and you're going to find out there are consequences to actions, and you cannot control everything. And just because your daddy gave you a lot of money and you convinced a lot of people that you're this big businessman, you know, a lot of people are not buying it any longer, okay? You've been found out. You've been found out for what you are: a con artist, a manipulator, an abuser, a disgusting person, and he is going down. And it's happening rapidly, okay? This is coming rapidly. So yeah, he's going to try to, it's not fair, you know, he's going to come out with all of that nonsense, and his lies can't protect him anymore, okay? Because people saw what his braggadocious over in Ireland and Scotland, he was going to go confront her. Well, his idea of confronting is just railing on truth, the truth lies central. That's what he wants to do. He wants to go on these programs where he can sit there and put out whatever hateful drama he wants to put out. But when it comes to a genuine court of law, he's going to run and hide, okay? He's going to run and hide because he's a bully. He's a schoolyard bully, okay? That's all he is. A feckless little man with the shriveled up cojones, okay? That needs to hide behind a screen or, you know, have somebody over there protecting him. He can't actually face these women that he's abused. He can't actually look them in the eye, okay? He's too much of a coward. So, do your worst. Sit there and whine and complain and cry, snowflake, because you're going down. It's getting hot, and we know what happens to snowflakes when it gets hot. He's going to eventually disappear and melt into nothing, into the ground. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, and we'll see you online.